Okay, welcome. So today we are going to be solving for a variable again, day 2. And we're going to put it in slope-intercept form, so don't forget y equals mx plus b. Okay, let me go ahead and do a few examples with you so that you can see how to do it. First of all, we're looking, the instructions says solve for each equation for y. Only one e. Anyway, so we're going to look at y and try to get it all by itself. The only thing that is with y right now is this 3. So again, we just need to get rid of the 3. And so this is multiply. So we are going to divide by 3 to everything. Once you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other, but you have to do it to everything. So then this is 2/3 x plus 1 equals y. And again, we want you to put it in slope-intercept form. So we're going to rewrite it and go y equals 2/3 x plus 1, okay? Because remember, the x and y represent the distance on the line from the x-axis to the y-axis on the graph. Okay, let's do another one for you. Okay, here we're trying to get y by itself, so there's the old y. So let's get rid of x, and we're gonna, this 4x, and we're gonna add 4x to both sides. Now remember, you can't add it to this -6. It's kind of almost like these are apples and these are oranges, and you can't mix the apples and oranges. So this cancels. This gives us -3y equals -6 plus 4x. Okay, now our y is still not alone. It has a -3 by it. So we're going to take this -3 and we're going to divide it here, and we're going to divide it here, and we're going to divide it here. Or put it right here. Okay. Okay, so now this cancels, and then we have y equals -6 divided by -3 is a +2. And then we have 4 divided by -3x. So we're just going to make that a -4/3x, okay? Because remember, we want our slope-intercept. So again, let's rewrite this. We're going to go y equals -4/3x plus 2, because this is a +2. So that just makes it a +2. Okay, let's do number 4. Okay, number 4, again, we're trying to solve for y. And this y is almost all by itself, but it has a negative. So we need to get rid of the negative. So we can have this little magical 1 in front of there if you want. So we're going to divide by -1 here, -1 here, and -1 here. Remember, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other and to all things on that side. So now we have y, because that cancels. 1 divided by -1 makes that a -1. And then 2 divided by 1, which makes that, well, 2 over 1, or 2 over -1, is -2x. Okay? So then we're going to put it in intercept form, and we're going to go, because we've got to put our slope first, -2x, which that makes a negative slope, and our b, which is our beginning point, or y-intercept, is -1. Okay, let me do 2 more with you. How's that? Okay, let's look at number 5. Okay, so again, we're just trying to get the y all by itself. So we got to get rid of the -2. So we're going to divide by a -2 on both sides, because remember, this is multiply. When the number and the letter are right next to each other, that means multiply. So you do the inverse operation. So -2 on this side, 0 divided by -2 makes it 0. And 0 equals y, but we want to say y equals 0. Okay, let me do one more with you. Let's do number 8. Let's do number 8 together. Okay, again, we're trying to get y all by itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the x over first. So we're going to subtract 9x over here. Okay, so now that cancels. We have y plus 5 equals, what's 0 minus 9x? That just makes that -9x, right? Okay, so then we still have the y still it's not by itself. So we're going to subtract 5, subtract 5. That cancels. So again, y equals negative 9x minus 5. Okay, so hopefully you guys understand that you need to make sure you get it into the slope-intercept form. And remember that m is the slope and b is where it intercepts the y. So it's the y-intercept.